What if I told you that tonight, while you sleep, you could become a millionaire in the depths of your subconscious mind, and that your outer world has no choice but to follow? What if the wealth you have been seeking has been seeking you all along, waiting patiently in the invisible realm of your deeper mind, ready to pour forth into your hands, your bank accounts, your life the very moment you learn to accept it? Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract money effortlessly, as if an invisible hand guides golden opportunities to their doorstep, while others labor endlessly yet remain imprisoned by lack and limitation? The answer, my friend, lies not in the external world, not in your education, not in your circumstances, not in the economy, but within the silent chambers of your own subconscious mind. Tonight, as you prepare to rest your body and quiet your conscious thoughts, you will discover the sacred technique that has transformed paupers into princes, failures into successes, and dreamers into living embodiments of wealth and abundance. This is not wishful thinking. This is divine law. This is the science of the subconscious mind. And before we begin this transformative journey together, I invite you to subscribe to this channel. Press that notification bell so you never miss another revelation. Leave a like to bless this message forward to others who need it. And in the comments below, declare your openness to receive. Write the words, "I am ready for my millionaire reality." For in that declaration, you plant the first seed of your abundant harvest. Now, let us begin. There is a power within you that is greater than any circumstance, any obstacle, any condition that has ever appeared in your life. This power does not ask for your permission to exist, it simply is. It was present before you took your first breath. It will remain long after your physical form returns to the dust from which it came. This power is your subconscious mind, the hidden kingdom that Jesus spoke of when he declared in Luke 17:21, "The kingdom of God is within you." Tonight, you are going to enter that kingdom. Tonight, you are going to claim the riches that have been prepared for you since the foundation of the world. Let your body begin to relax. Feel the weight of the day lifting from your shoulders. Feel the tension dissolving from your muscles, your joints, your very bones. You have carried so much. You have worried so much. You have struggled so much. But now, in this sacred hour, you are going to rest in the everlasting arms of the infinite intelligence that created you. You are going to surrender to a wisdom that is far greater than your conscious understanding. And in that surrender, you will find the very thing you have been seeking, the peace that passes all understanding, and with it, the abundance that flows from a heart that is aligned with divine law. Your subconscious mind is like the soil of the earth. It does not argue with the seeds you plant within it. It does not question whether you deserve a harvest. It simply accepts the impressions you give it and brings them forth into manifestation. If you plant thoughts of poverty, lack, and limitation, your subconscious will faithfully produce poverty, lack, and limitation. But if you plant thoughts of wealth, abundance, and prosperity, your subconscious has no choice but to bring forth wealth, abundance, and prosperity. This is not poetry. This is law. This is the same law that causes the apple seed to become an apple tree and the acorn to become an oak. It is the law of sowing and reaping that Paul spoke of in Galatians 6:7. Be not deceived. God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. Tonight, you are going to sow millionaire seeds in the fertile ground of your subconscious mind. And as you sleep, those seeds will take root. They will grow in the darkness, unseen by your conscious eyes but nurtured by the infinite intelligence that governs all creation. And in due season, you shall reap your millionaire harvest, if you faint not, if you doubt not, if you trust the process with the faith of a child. Neville Goddard, that great mystic and teacher of imagination, once said that imagination is the very gateway of reality. He understood, as I have come to understand, that the world you see with your physical eyes is merely the shadow of the world you have created with your inner vision. The furniture of your mind becomes the furniture of your life. The images you hold in your imagination are the blueprints that your subconscious mind uses to construct your outer experience. If you can see yourself as wealthy in your imagination, if you can feel the reality of abundance as if it were already here, then your subconscious has no choice but to orchestrate circumstances, people, and events to bring that vision into physical manifestation. Close your eyes now if you have not already. Let the darkness behind your eyelids become a canvas upon which you will paint your millionaire reality. See yourself in the home of your dreams. Walk through its rooms. Feel the quality of the materials beneath your fingers. Notice the sunlight streaming through the windows. This is not fantasy. This is faith made visible. This is the creative process that brought galaxies into existence and breathed life into Adam's nostrils. When you imagine with feeling, you are using the same power that God used to create the heavens and the earth. In the book of Proverbs, we are told, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he." Notice that Solomon did not say, "As a man thinketh in his head," but in his heart. The heart, in biblical symbolism, represents the subconscious mind, that deeper level of your being where thoughts become convictions and convictions become destiny. You may think consciously that you want to be wealthy, but if your heart, your subconscious, is filled with beliefs of unworthiness, scarcity, and limitation, then those subconscious beliefs will override your conscious desires every single time. This is why so many people affirm prosperity with their lips while creating poverty with their lives. Their conscious mind says one thing, but their subconscious mind believes another. And the subconscious always wins. Tonight, we are going to heal that division. We are going to bring your conscious desires and your subconscious beliefs into perfect alignment. We are going to impress upon the deeper levels of your mind the absolute conviction that you are meant to be wealthy, that money flows to you easily and consistently, that the universe is conspiring in your favor, that every door you need to open will open, and that the riches of the infinite are yours by divine right. Florence Scovel Shinn, that wonderful teacher of metaphysical truth, often spoke of the power of the spoken word to reprogram the subconscious mind. She understood that words are not merely sounds, they are vessels of creative energy. When you speak words of abundance with conviction and feeling, you are releasing that energy into the invisible realm where it immediately begins to attract its physical equivalent. I am wealthy. I am prosperous. Money flows to me in avalanches of abundance. I am a money magnet. These are not empty affirmations. When spoken from the heart, with feeling and conviction, they become prayers that the subconscious cannot refuse. But tonight, we are going beyond spoken words. We are going to the very core of your being, to the place where words become unnecessary because you have entered the state of pure feeling. As you drift towards sleep, your conscious mind will become drowsy, its analytical defenses will lower, and the door to your subconscious will swing wide open. This is the magical moment, the twilight state between waking and sleeping that psychologists call the hypnagogic state. It is in this state that your subconscious is most receptive to new impressions. It is in this state that a single feeling of wealth, a single image of abundance, a single conviction of prosperity can take root so deeply that your entire financial destiny can be rewritten in a single night. Napoleon Hill spent 20 years studying the wealthiest individuals of his generation. He interviewed over 500 millionaires and billionaires to discover the secrets of their success. And what did he find? He found that every single one of them had mastered the art of impressing their desires upon the subconscious mind. He found that they held definite mental images of their goals with such persistence and such faith that failure became impossible. He found that they understood, whether consciously or intuitively, that the subconscious mind is the connecting link between the finite mind of man and the infinite intelligence of the universe. When you impress a desire upon your subconscious, you are sending a request directly to the source of all supply, and the source always answers. Feel yourself now beginning to drift into that deeper state. Feel the heaviness in your limbs. Feel the softness of the space you are resting in. Your body is preparing for sleep, but your subconscious mind is awakening to receive. This is the paradox of spiritual growth. As the outer becomes quiet, the inner becomes active. As the physical rests, the metaphysical works. As you sleep, your subconscious will be busy rearranging the circumstances of your life to match the new images you are impressing upon it. Jesus said in Mark 11:24, "Therefore I say unto you, what things soever ye desire when ye pray, believe that ye receive them, and ye shall have them." Notice the tense of that instruction, believe that ye receive them. Not believe that ye will receive them at some future time, but believe that ye receive them now, in this very moment. This is the secret of effective prayer. This is the secret of successful manifestation. You must assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. You must enter into the consciousness of already having what you desire. You must think from the end, not toward the end. Imagine now that you are already a millionaire. Do not imagine that you are going to become a millionaire someday. That would be projecting your good into an ever-receding future. Instead, feel that you are a millionaire now. How would you feel if you woke up tomorrow morning and checked your bank account to find $1 million, $5 million, $10 million? How would you breathe? How would you stand? How would you walk through your day? Would there be a weight lifted from your shoulders? Would there be a quiet confidence in your heart? Would there be a sense of freedom and possibility that you have never experienced before? Enter into that feeling now. Let it wash over you like warm water. Let it permeate every cell of your body. Let it become so real that you forget, even for a moment, that you are imagining. This is not pretending, this is creating. This is the very process by which all things come into being. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The Word is the creative thought, the divine idea, the mental image impressed upon the cosmic mind. And you are made in the image and likeness of this creative power. You are a creator. You have always been a creator. The question is not whether you will create, but what you will create. Carl Jung, the great psychologist who dared to explore the spiritual dimensions of the human mind, spoke of the collective unconscious, that vast reservoir of wisdom and power that connects all human beings to each other and to the source of all life. When you access your subconscious mind, you are not merely tapping into your personal memories and beliefs. You are connecting to an infinite intelligence that knows all things, sees all things, and can accomplish all things. This is why there is no limit to what you can achieve when you learn to work with your subconscious, rather than against it. The rich get richer because they have developed a prosperity consciousness. Their subconscious minds are saturated with images of success, abundance, and wealth. They expect good things to happen to them, and so good things happen. The poor get poorer because they have developed a poverty consciousness. Their subconscious minds are saturated with images of lack, limitation, and struggle. They expect bad things to happen to them, and so bad things happen. But consciousness can be changed. Beliefs can be transformed. The images in your subconscious mind can be replaced with new images that serve your highest good. That transformation begins tonight, right here, right now, in this sacred space where you are resting, in this quiet hour when the world has fallen silent, in this liminal moment between the old you and the new you. You are crossing a threshold. You are stepping into a new reality. The person who falls asleep tonight will not be the same person who wakes up tomorrow morning. Something fundamental is shifting in the depths of your being. Something ancient and powerful is awakening. The millionaire that has always existed within you is rising to the surface. Let yourself continue to relax, deeper and deeper. With each breath you take, you sink further into a state of receptivity. Your conscious mind is becoming drowsy. Its chatter is fading. Its resistance is dissolving. The gates of your subconscious are swinging open, and into those gates we are going to plant the seeds of your new financial reality. Say these words silently to yourself, feeling their truth with every fiber of your being. I am one with the infinite source of all supply. The wealth of the universe flows through me now. I am prosperous in every area of my life. Money comes to me easily, consistently, and abundantly. I deserve to be wealthy. I accept my wealth now. I am grateful for my wealth now. I am a millionaire in mind, and soon I will be a millionaire in manifestation. Let these words sink deep into your subconscious. Let them become part of you. Let them replace every limiting belief you have ever held about money, about wealth, about your own worthiness to receive the good things of life. The Bible tells us in Luke 12:32, "Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom." The kingdom is not something you must earn through struggle and suffering. The kingdom is a gift. It is your Father's good pleasure to give it to you. Your only task is to accept it. Your only task is to believe that you are worthy of receiving it. Your only task is to open your heart and your hands and say yes to the abundance that is already yours in the mind of God. You are not separate from the source of all wealth. You are one with it. The same intelligence that spins the planets in their orbits and causes the sun to rise each morning is flowing through you right now. The same creative power that brings forth flowers from seeds and turns caterpillars into butterflies is available to you for the creation of your financial abundance. There is no lack in the universe. Lack exists only in the minds of those who believe in it. When you release your belief in lack, you will see that you have always been surrounded by abundance. The only thing that was blocking your good was your own perception. And so, as you drift ever deeper toward sleep, I want you to hold one simple image in your mind. See yourself checking your bank balance and seeing a number that makes your heart sing. Do not force the image. Let it come naturally. Let it be easy. Let it be joyful. Feel the smile spreading across your face. Feel the tears of gratitude welling up in your eyes. Feel the sense of relief and freedom and possibility. This is your future. This is your reality. This is already done in the mind of the infinite, and now it is simply waiting to be revealed in the physical world. The power that is within you is greater than any obstacle you have ever faced. The wisdom that guides you is infinite and unfailing. The love that supports you is eternal and unconditional. You are held in the palm of God's hand. You are precious beyond measure. You are destined for greatness. And tonight, as you sleep, your subconscious mind is working on your behalf, rearranging the very fabric of reality to bring your millionaire dreams into physical manifestation. Trust this process. Believe in this power. Rest in this knowing. You are already wealthy in the only realm that matters, the realm of consciousness. And what is true in consciousness must become true in experience. This is the law. This is the promise. This is the truth that will set you free. As you rest now in this sacred space between waking and sleeping, know that you are not alone in this journey. You are surrounded by an invisible host of spiritual forces that are working on your behalf. The moment you impress the desire for wealth upon your subconscious mind, you set in motion a chain of events that cannot be stopped. The universe has heard your prayer. The infinite intelligence has received your request. And even now, as your body relaxes and your conscious mind drifts toward sleep, the wheels of providence are turning in your favor. There is a passage in Isaiah 65:24 that speaks directly to this truth. And it shall come to pass that before they call I will answer, and while they are yet speaking I will hear. This is the nature of the infinite. It does not wait for you to complete your request before it begins to fulfill it. The moment the desire arises in your heart, the answer is already on its way. The moment you conceive of wealth in your imagination, the substance of that wealth begins to take form in the invisible realm. Your only task is to remain in a state of receptivity, to keep the channels of your mind open, to refuse to entertain doubt or fear or any thought that would contradict the good that is coming to you. Doubt is the only enemy of manifestation, not circumstances, not the economy, not your past, not your education, not your age. Doubt alone has the power to delay your good. When you doubt, you are sending a mixed signal to your subconscious mind. You are saying yes and no at the same time. You are planting seeds of abundance while simultaneously pouring the poison of disbelief upon them. Is it any wonder that so many people fail to manifest their desires? They affirm in the morning and doubt in the evening. They visualize success and then speak words of failure. They pray for wealth and then worry about bills. The subconscious mind becomes confused by these contradictory messages, and so it defaults to the pattern that is most deeply ingrained, usually the pattern of lack that was programmed in childhood. But you are breaking that pattern tonight. You are establishing a new program, a new blueprint, a new default setting in your subconscious mind. From this night forward, your subconscious will operate from a foundation of abundance rather than scarcity. It will expect prosperity rather than poverty. It will attract opportunities rather than obstacles. And because the subconscious mind controls the vast majority of your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, this shift at the subconscious level will automatically produce a shift in your outer circumstances. Let yourself sink even deeper now. Feel the bed or the chair or whatever surface is supporting you. Feel how completely it holds your weight. You do not have to struggle to stay afloat. You do not have to fight against gravity. You simply rest and you are supported. This is a metaphor for your relationship with the infinite. You do not have to struggle to create your wealth. You do not have to fight against the currents of life. You simply rest in the consciousness of abundance and the universe supports you. It provides for you. It guides you. It opens doors that no man can shut and shuts doors that no man can open. The great Florence Scovel Shinn understood this principle of non-resistance. She taught that when we stop fighting against life and start flowing with it, we tap into a power that is infinitely greater than our own limited efforts. She would say, "Infinite Spirit, open the way for my great abundance. I am an irresistible magnet for all that belongs to me by divine right." Notice the quality of surrender in those words. There is no forcing, no pushing, no straining. There is only an opening, a receiving, a trusting. This is the feminine principle of creation, the principle of allowing rather than making, of attracting rather than chasing, of receiving rather than grasping. So many people exhaust themselves trying to make money through sheer effort and willpower. They work longer hours. They push harder. They sacrifice their health, their relationships, their peace of mind on the altar of financial success. And while hard work certainly has its place, it is not the primary cause of wealth. The primary cause of wealth is consciousness. It is the mental and emotional state from which you approach your work. Two people can do the same job, put in the same hours, and produce vastly different financial results. The difference is not in their actions but in their consciousness. One operates from a consciousness of abundance, expecting success, feeling worthy of reward. The other operates from a consciousness of lack, fearing failure, feeling unworthy of good things. The universe responds to each according to their consciousness. Tonight, we are raising your consciousness. We are elevating your mental and emotional state to the frequency of wealth. We are tuning your inner radio to the station that broadcasts abundance 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This station has always been available to you. It has always been broadcasting its message of prosperity and success. But your receiver was tuned to a different frequency, the frequency of worry, doubt, fear, and limitation. Now we are adjusting the dial. Now we are bringing you into alignment with the infinite supply that has been waiting for you all along. Neville Goddard taught that the feeling is the secret, not the thought, not the words, not the visualization alone, but the feeling that accompanies these mental activities. You can think about being wealthy all day long, but if you do not feel wealthy, your thoughts will produce little result. Feeling is the language of the subconscious mind. When you feel something deeply, your subconscious accepts it as true and immediately begins to manifest it in your outer world. This is why gratitude is such a powerful practice. When you feel genuinely grateful for wealth, even before it has appeared in physical form, you are sending a powerful signal to your subconscious that wealth is already yours, and what the subconscious believes it creates. Feel grateful now. Feel thankful for the abundance that is flowing into your life. Feel appreciative for the money that is on its way to you. Do not wait until you see it in your bank account to feel grateful. Feel grateful now in advance as an act of faith. This is what Jesus meant when he said to believe that you receive. The feeling of gratitude is the feeling of having received. When you are truly grateful, you cannot simultaneously feel lacking. The two states are mutually exclusive. By cultivating gratitude, you automatically dissolve the consciousness of lack that has been blocking your good. Think of a time when you received an unexpected gift of money. Perhaps it was a bonus at work, an inheritance from a relative, a refund you had forgotten about, or simply finding money in an old coat pocket. Remember how that felt. Remember the surprise, the delight, the sense of being blessed by the universe. Now multiply that feeling by 1,000. Feel as if you have just received news of a massive financial windfall. Feel the rush of joy, the tears of gratitude, the overwhelming sense that life is good and the universe is on your side. Hold that feeling. Breathe into that feeling. Let it expand until it fills every corner of your being. This is not self-deception. This is self-direction. You are directing your subconscious mind toward the reality you wish to create. You are training your emotional body to resonate with abundance. You are reprogramming the cellular memory of your physical form to expect and receive wealth. Every cell in your body is listening to the signals you send through your feelings. When you feel wealthy, your cells align with that vibration. When you feel poor, your cells align with that vibration instead. This is not metaphor. This is biology. Your body is constantly responding to your mental and emotional states, and your body is the instrument through which you take action in the world. Napoleon Hill identified what he called the sixth sense, a faculty that he described as the door to the temple of wisdom. This sixth sense, he said, is the receiving station through which ideas, plans, and thoughts flash into the mind. It is the connection between the finite human intellect and the infinite intelligence of the universe. When you are in a state of relaxation and receptivity, as you are now, this sixth sense becomes activated. You become a channel for divine inspiration. Ideas come to you that you could never have thought of through conscious effort alone. Solutions appear to problems that seemed unsolvable. Opportunities reveal themselves that were invisible before. As you sleep tonight, your sixth sense will be active. Your subconscious mind will be connected to the infinite intelligence, receiving guidance and inspiration for your financial success. You may wake up tomorrow with a brilliant idea for a new business. You may suddenly know exactly what step to take next in your career. You may feel drawn to call a particular person or visit a particular place, not knowing why, only to discover that this impulse leads directly to a major financial breakthrough. Trust these intuitions. They are messages from your higher self, from the God within you, from the part of you that already knows the path to your millionaire reality. The Bible tells us in Proverbs 3:5-6, "Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. This trust is not blind faith in something external to yourself. It is trust in the infinite intelligence that operates through your own subconscious mind. When you lean not unto your own understanding, you are releasing the limited perspective of your conscious mind and opening yourself to the unlimited wisdom of the deeper mind. When you acknowledge the presence of God in all your ways, you are recognizing that every aspect of your life, including your finances, is governed by spiritual law. And when you do this, your paths are directed, not by chance, not by luck, but by the unfailing operation of divine law working through your subconscious mind. There is a story I have told many times because it illustrates so perfectly the power of the subconscious to attract wealth. A young man came to me years ago, desperate and discouraged. He was deeply in debt, his business was failing, and he saw no way out of his circumstances. I taught him the principles I am teaching you now. I instructed him to fall asleep each night with the feeling of financial security, imagining that he was depositing large sums of money into his bank account. He was skeptical at first, but his desperation gave him the motivation to try. Within 3 weeks, something remarkable happened. An old college friend contacted him out of the blue with a business proposition. This friend had come into a large inheritance and was looking for a partner with exactly the skills this young man possessed. Within 6 months, his debts were paid, his new business was thriving, and he had more money than he had ever imagined possible. Was this coincidence? Was it luck? No, it was the law of the subconscious mind in action. His inner change had produced an outer change. His mental images had become physical realities. This same law is available to you. It plays no favorites. It does not care about your past, your education, your family background, or your current circumstances. It responds only to the impressions you make upon it. Impress it with images of wealth, and wealth must come. Impress it with feelings of abundance, and abundance must flow. This is as certain as the law of gravity. You would not jump off a building expecting to float because you understand the law of gravity. Why then would you fill your mind with thoughts of poverty and expect to become wealthy? Both are violations of law, and law cannot be violated without consequence. Carl Jung spoke of the shadow, that part of the psyche that contains all the aspects of ourselves that we have rejected or denied. For many people, wealth is part of the shadow. They have been taught that money is evil, that rich people are greedy, that spiritual people should not care about material things. These beliefs lurk in the shadow, sabotaging every attempt to create financial abundance. If you have any of these beliefs, I want you to release them now. Money is not evil. Money is neutral. It is simply a form of energy, a medium of exchange, a tool that can be used for good or ill depending on the consciousness of the one who wields it. When you become wealthy with a loving heart, you can do tremendous good in the world. You can feed the hungry, house the homeless, support causes you believe in, and create opportunities for others. There is nothing spiritual about poverty. Poverty limits your ability to help yourself and others. Abundance expands your capacity for good. Let go of any guilt you may feel about wanting to be wealthy. This guilt is a barrier that has been placed in your mind by well-meaning but misguided teachers. The truth is that God wants you to be prosperous. The universe is inherently abundant. There is no lack anywhere in creation except in the minds of those who believe in lack. When you align yourself with the truth of abundance, you are not taking anything away from anyone else. You are simply opening yourself to receive your share of the infinite supply. There is more than enough for everyone. Your wealth does not diminish anyone else's wealth. In fact, as you become prosperous, you become a blessing to everyone around you. You create jobs, support businesses, contribute to your community, and inspire others to believe that prosperity is possible for them too. As you continue to relax deeper and deeper, I want you to imagine that you are walking along a beautiful beach at sunset. The sky is painted in shades of gold and orange and pink. The waves are gently lapping at the shore. The sand is warm beneath your feet. You feel completely at peace, completely safe, completely supported by the universe. As you walk, you notice something glittering in the sand ahead of you. You approach and discover that it is a golden key. You pick it up, and somehow you know that this key opens the door to unlimited wealth. You continue walking, and soon you come to a magnificent door standing alone on the beach. It is made of solid gold and encrusted with precious gems. You insert the key, turn it, and the door swings open. Beyond the door is not another place but a state of consciousness, the consciousness of the millionaire you are becoming. As you step through the door, you feel a shift in your entire being. Your posture changes, your breathing changes, your very cells vibrate at a higher frequency. You have entered your millionaire reality. Look around this reality. Notice how everything feels. Notice the confidence that flows through you. Notice the peace that fills your heart. Notice the absolute certainty that you are wealthy, that you have always been wealthy, that wealth is your natural state of being. This is not pretending. This is awakening to the truth that has always been true. You are a child of the infinite, heir to all the riches of the kingdom. This has always been your identity. You had simply forgotten it for a while, but now you remember. Now you know. Now you embody the truth of who you really are. In this millionaire reality, opportunities come to you effortlessly. The right people appear at the right time. Ideas flow through you with ease. Every action you take produces abundant results. There is no struggle, no strain, no anxiety about money. There is only the peaceful assurance that all your needs are met and all your desires are fulfilled. This is the life that awaits you. This is the life that is already yours in consciousness. And what is yours in consciousness must become yours in experience. This is the law. This is the promise. This is the truth that is setting you free. Stay in this feeling as you drift towards sleep. Let the boundary between imagination and reality dissolve. Let yourself believe, with the faith of a little child, that what you are experiencing is real. For in the deeper dimensions of existence, it is real. Your imagination is not separate from reality. It is the very fabric from which reality is woven. The ancients knew this. The mystics know this. And now you know this too. Tomorrow you will wake as a different person. Not because anything external has changed, but because something internal has shifted. You will see the world with new eyes, eyes that recognize opportunity, eyes that expect good, eyes that see abundance where before you saw only lack. And as you see differently, you will experience differently. Your changed perception will produce changed circumstances. Your renewed mind will create a renewed life. Remember the words of Romans 12:2, "Be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind." This is your transformation. This is your renewal. This is the beginning of your millionaire life. You carry within you the power to accomplish anything you can conceive and believe. You carry within you the wisdom to navigate any challenge. You carry within you the love that connects you to all of creation and all of creation to you. Never forget who you are. Never forget what you are capable of. Never forget that the same power that moves the stars moves through you. Rest now in the knowing that the work has been done. The seeds have been planted. The impressions have been made upon the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. There is nothing more you need to do in this moment except surrender to the process, trust in the law, and allow yourself to drift into the healing embrace of sleep. For it is in sleep that the subconscious mind does its most profound work. It is in sleep that the barriers of the conscious mind dissolve completely, and the deeper intelligence takes over. It is in sleep that miracles are prepared in the invisible realm, ready to burst forth into your waking life like flowers blooming after a long winter. The Bible speaks of this night work of the subconscious in Psalm 127:2, "For so he giveth his beloved sleep." This is not merely a statement about physical rest. It is a revelation of the spiritual law that operates while we sleep. God gives to His beloved in sleep. The infinite intelligence works on our behalf while the conscious mind is at rest. Problems are solved, guidance is given, and circumstances are rearranged, all while we lie peacefully in our beds, trusting in a power greater than ourselves. How many times have you gone to sleep with a problem and awakened with the solution? How many times have you struggled to remember something, given up, and had it suddenly come to you hours later when you were no longer trying? These common experiences are evidence of the subconscious mind at work. They demonstrate that there is a wisdom within you that operates beyond the reach of your conscious effort. This same wisdom is now working on your wealth. This same intelligence is now rearranging circumstances to bring money to you. This same power is now opening doors of opportunity that will lead you to your millionaire reality. As you sink deeper into relaxation, I want you to release any remaining tension you may be holding in your body. Scan from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Notice any areas of tightness, any knots of stress, any places where you are still holding on. And one by one, let them go. Let your forehead soften. Let your jaw relax. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears. Let your hands uncurl. Let your belly be soft. Let your legs become heavy. Let your feet release any grip they have on the earth. You are floating now, suspended between worlds, between waking and sleeping, between the old reality of limitation and the new reality of abundance. This liminal space, all things are possible. The rules of the physical world do not apply here. Time and space dissolve into the eternal now. Past and future merge into the present moment. And in this present moment, you are wealthy. Not going to be wealthy, not hopping to be wealthy, wealthy now. In consciousness, you have already arrived at your destination. Your subconscious mind has accepted the impression of wealth, and now it is simply a matter of time before the outer world reflects the inner change. Neville Goddard called this state the promise. The absolute assurance that what has been conceived in imagination must be born in the physical world. Just as a woman who has conceived a child does not doubt that she will give birth, so you should not doubt that your mental conception of wealth will come to physical manifestation. The law is exact. The process is certain. Your only responsibility now is to remain faithful to the vision, to refuse to entertain contrary thoughts, and to act as if your wealth is already a fact. Acting as if does not mean pretending in a superficial way. It does not mean spending money you do not have or making irresponsible financial decisions. It means embodying the consciousness of the wealthy person you are becoming. It means carrying yourself with the quiet confidence of someone who knows that their needs are always met. It means making decisions from a place of abundance rather than scarcity. It means treating money with respect and gratitude rather than fear and desperation. When you act as if, you are aligning your behavior with your new consciousness, and this alignment accelerates the manifestation process. Florence Scovel Shinn often spoke of acting on faith. She told the story of a woman who wanted to take a trip to Europe but had no money to pay for it. Following Florence's advice, the woman bought a trunk, an act that demonstrated her faith that the trip would happen. Within weeks, an unexpected inheritance came through that provided more than enough money for the journey. The act of buying the trunk was a message to the subconscious mind. I believe this is happening. I am preparing for it. I am acting as if it is already done. And the subconscious responded by manifesting the means to make it so. What act of faith could you take tomorrow? What small step could you take that would demonstrate your belief in your coming wealth? Perhaps you could open a savings account specifically for the large sums of money that are on their way to you. Perhaps you could research the neighborhood where you want to live when you are wealthy. Perhaps you could test drive the car you intend to own. These actions may seem symbolic, but they are far more than that. They are communications with your subconscious mind. declarations of faith that the deeper intelligence receives and acts upon. The great psychologist William James observed that we do not sing because we are happy because we sing. In other words, the physical action creates the emotional state, not the other way around. When you take actions consistent with wealth, you generate the feelings of wealth. And when you generate the feelings of wealth, you magnetize wealth to yourself. It is a beautiful upward spiral that gains momentum with each turn. Action leads to feeling, feeling leads to manifestation, manifestation leads to more inspired action, and the cycle continues until your entire life is transformed. But tonight, no action is required of you except the action of letting go. Tonight, your only task is to surrender to trust, to release yourself into the infinite arms of the universe. Everything else will take care of itself. Your subconscious mind knows exactly what to do. It has access to infinite wisdom and infinite resources. It can see possibilities that your conscious mind cannot even imagine. It is connected to every other subconscious mind on the planet, able to arrange meetings and coincidences that serve your highest good. This is not magical thinking. This is the way reality actually works when you understand the deeper laws that govern it. Napoleon Hill wrote about the power of the master mind, the synergy that occurs when two or more minds work together in a spirit of harmony toward a common goal. What he may not have fully understood was that this mastermind principle extends beyond conscious collaboration. Through the collective unconscious that Carl Jung described, your subconscious mind is already connected to the subconscious minds of everyone who can help you achieve your wealth. The investor who has money to fund your business, the employer who has a position that would double your income, the customer who needs exactly what you have to offer. All of them are connected to you through the invisible network of the collective unconscious. When you impress the desire for wealth upon your subconscious, this network activates on your behalf. People are moved to call you, email you, or show up in your life at exactly the right moment. You have probably experienced this synchronicity before without understanding what was happening. You think of someone you have not spoken to in years, and they call you that very day. You have a problem, and the solution appears in a book you happen to pick up, a conversation you happen to overhear, or a thought that seems to come from nowhere. These are not coincidences. These are manifestations of the interconnected nature of all minds working through the medium of the subconscious. When you understand this, you realize that you are never alone in your quest for wealth. The entire universe is conspiring to help you succeed. Let this truth sink deep into your heart as you continue to drift toward sleep. The universe wants you to be wealthy. Life is for you, not against you. The same infinite intelligence that grows the trees and moves the tides is flowing through you right now, guiding you toward your highest good. There is no force in existence that is trying to keep you poor. Poverty is not your destiny, your karma, or your punishment. Poverty is simply the result of thoughts and beliefs that are out of alignment with the truth of abundance. And those thoughts and beliefs are changing now. With every breath you take, they are loosening their grip on your subconscious. With every moment that passes, the new consciousness of wealth is taking root more deeply. Imagine now that you are at a great celebration, a celebration of your wealth, your success, your transformation. The people you love most are gathered around you, their faces beaming with joy and pride. They are congratulating you on all that you have achieved. They are marveling at how completely your life has changed. They are asking you how you did it, and you are telling them about this very night. The night you decided to sleep your way into a millionaire reality. The night you stopped fighting and started flowing. The night you planted the seeds that have now grown into a forest of abundance. Feel the emotions of that celebration. Feel the pride in what you have accomplished. Feel the gratitude for all those who helped you along the way. Feel the excitement for all the good you are now able to do in the world with your wealth. Feel the peace that comes from knowing that you will never again have to worry about money. This celebration is real. It exists right now in the dimension of possibilities. And by feeling it fully tonight, you are drawing it toward you, collapsing the timeline between imagination and manifestation, accelerating the process by which inner becomes outer. The scriptures tell us in Habakkuk 2:2-3, "Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry." Your vision of wealth is now written upon the tables of your subconscious mind. It has been made plain through the images and feelings you have cultivated tonight. And though there may appear to be a delay between this night and the full manifestation of your wealth, trust that the vision is for an appointed time. It shall speak and not lie. It will surely come. It will not tarry. Divine timing is always perfect. Your wealth will manifest at exactly the right moment. Not too soon, not too late, but at the precise moment when you are ready to receive it, when all the pieces are in place, when the universe has prepared the way. Your impatience does not help the process. Your anxiety does not speed things up. On the contrary, impatience and anxiety are forms of doubt that slow the manifestation. Trust in divine timing. Know that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Know that the delay you perceive is not really a delay, but a period of preparation, during which you are being made ready for the blessing that is coming. In the meantime, continue to live in the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Continue to act as if your wealth is already manifested. Continue to think from the end rather than of the end. This is the way of the master manifester. This is the path that all great teachers have walked. Florence Shinn walked it. Neville Goddard walked it. Napoleon Hill walked it. And now you are walking it too. You are joining a great lineage of those who have understood and applied the laws of the subconscious mind. You are becoming one of the awakened ones who knows that the outer world is a reflection of the inner world, and who therefore focuses their attention on mastering their inner states. As you approach the threshold of sleep, I want to give you one final instruction. When you wake tomorrow morning, before you open your eyes, before you check your phone, before you think about the tasks of the day, take a moment to remember who you are. Take a moment to recall your millionaire identity. Take a moment to feel the wealth that is yours by divine right. Say to yourself silently, "I am wealthy. I am prosperous. I am a magnet for money. Today, abundance flows to me in expected and unexpected ways." Let these words be the first thoughts of your day, and you will set the tone for everything that follows. Each morning you have a choice. You can wake into the old consciousness of limitation, replaying the same fearful thoughts that have created your current circumstances. Or you can wake into the new consciousness of abundance that you are cultivating tonight, greeting the day as the wealthy, prosperous, successful person you are becoming. The choice is always yours. And with practice, the new consciousness will become your default state. You will not have to work to feel wealthy, it will simply be who you are. Jesus said in John 10:10, "I am come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly." The abundant life is not reserved for a select few. It is the inheritance of all who believe and receive. You are believing tonight. You are receiving tonight. You are opening the doors of your consciousness to the flood of abundance that has always been waiting for you. Let it come. Let it fill every area of your life. Let it overflow from you to bless everyone you meet. Know that your wealth is not only for yourself. When you prosper, you become a channel through which prosperity flows to others. You create jobs that support families. You support businesses that serve your community. You give to causes that heal the world. You inspire by your example those who are still trapped in the consciousness of lack. Your wealth is a blessing multiplied first to you, then through you to countless others. There is nothing selfish about wanting to be wealthy when your heart is pure and your intentions are good. The infinite source of all supply never runs dry. It is inexhaustible, eternal, and infinitely creative. There is always more ideas, more opportunities, more ways for abundance to reach you. Do not limit the infinite by imagining that there is only one way for your wealth to come. Stay open to surprise. Stay open to channels you have not yet imagined. Stay open to the possibility that your good will come from a direction you least expect. The subconscious mind, connected as it is to the infinite intelligence, can devise pathways to your wealth that your conscious mind could never conceive. Now, as you hover on the edge of sleep, I want you to feel a deep sense of completion. The work of this night is done. The seeds have been planted. The impressions have been made. Your subconscious has received its instructions and will faithfully carry them out as you sleep. You have done everything that is required of you. You can now release all effort, all striving, all trying. Simply rest in the assurance that all is well, that your wealth is coming, that your millionaire reality is even now forming in the invisible realm, preparing to burst forth into your visible world. Feel gratitude washing over you like a warm wave. Gratitude for this moment. Gratitude for this teaching. Gratitude for the power that works within you. Gratitude for the wealth that is already yours in consciousness and is swiftly becoming yours in experience. Gratitude is the highest vibration, and as you fall asleep in a state of gratitude, you magnetize your good to you with irresistible force. Remember that you are never alone in this journey. The infinite presence is always with you, closer than your breath, nearer than your heartbeat. It is the very life that animates your body, the intelligence that powers your mind, the love that fills your heart. It is the source of all wealth, all health, all happiness, and it is yours. It has always been yours. You are waking up to what has always been true. Psalm 23:1 declares, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." Let this be your final thought as you drift into sleep. You shall not want, not because you will struggle and sacrifice to get what you need, but because the infinite shepherd is guiding you beside still waters and into green pastures of abundance. You are provided for. You are cared for. You are loved beyond measure. Sleep now, blessed one. Sleep into your millionaire reality. Sleep knowing that when you wake, you will be one step closer to the full manifestation of your wealth. Sleep trusting that the law never fails and that what you have planted in your subconscious tonight will surely come to harvest. Sleep in the arms of the infinite, surrounded by angels of prosperity, dreaming the dreams of the wealthy, successful, abundant person you truly are. The power that is within you is greater than any obstacle. The wisdom that guides you is unfailing. The love that upholds you is eternal. You are a divine being having a human experience, and that human experience is now being upgraded to include unlimited wealth. Accept it, receive it, give thanks for it, and let it be so. As you drift away now, remember these final words. You are wealthy. You have always been wealthy. You are simply now remembering the truth of who you are. The millionaire within you is awakening. Your external world is rearranging itself to match your internal transformation. Everything is working together for your good. And it is so. And it is done. And you are blessed beyond measure. Sleep deeply, sleep peacefully, sleep your way into your millionaire reality. And so it is.